Alright, so let's go ahead and start swapping these gimbals out. So first off, I believe it's pretty simple. I've never done this before, but first we're going to take off these pads here. Pull those out, remove the batteries. There we go. Pull that out. There we go. Okay. Cool. Same thing, get the battery out. Set those over to the side. And then there's a couple screws that we need to remove right here. We need to step up. We need a 2mm, I believe. Yep, 2. Alright, once we get this off, we're going to have to unplug. So, let's go ahead, pull this open. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to just leave the case on because it's pretty tough to get off and I don't feel like stressing it out. So I think we can do this with everything connected still. So we're going to undo the 4 screws here. This is for the gimbal. Alright. Grab that screw out of there. Okay, so hopefully these are a bit easier. There we go. That was easier. Okay, so we've got that. Let's move that there. And now we've got our new gimbal. Plop that bad boy in there. And then we'll go backwards now. We'll just take one screw at a time. And get her mounted. Last screw. There we go. And we'll connect this one to this port here. And this one to this port here. Okay, make sure the metallic pins are pointing down. Okay. There we go. Those feel pretty similar. Alright, now let's remove this one. Alright, so now with that, should pop out. Okay, and what we're going to want to do is see how this screws out like this. That, I believe, is what gives it its non-tension to be the throttle. So we'll set that to the side. We'll grab out our other gimbal. Okay, same thing. They seem like they both want to go that direction, that away. So let's get this all screwed in. So we'll just work backwards again. The next pipe. And now the last screw for that. Same thing. Make sure the metal pins are facing down. Boom. Boom. Okay. And now this is where we're going to need our 1.5, I believe. And we're going to make it look similar to this guy over here. So how it's up pretty tall. Still needs more. Okay. So now I believe we need some tension. Now that we've got that acting like a throttle, we do want it to stay down. We add a little bit of tension. Is this the one? Add a little bit of tension. That's still not enough. Still not enough. Feels a little bit more like this, I think. Yeah. Cool. Alright. Now we can work on getting everything back together and calibrating the sticks. Alright, so now drop that in there. Drop that in there. And we'll go ahead and reconnect. Okay. Yeah, not too bad so far. Hopefully everything probably changed in issues. That'd be a bit better. Trying to take it apart and deal with that something I couldn't get working. Alright, so last one. Make this in there. Okay, last one. Okay, let's put the sticks on. Interesting. Okay. Feels cool. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get these batteries back in. There is little holes that you can, if you need to get in here, you can stick these in here and adjust. So there are holes. I didn't see them at first, so that's good to know. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and power it on. I love the way it kind of clicks and feels, so let's do a calibration.
Welcome to EdgeTX. Disarmed. Flight mode angle. Flip.
Okay.
Flip.
Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna go over, so we're gonna hit the system key. We're gonna go over to hardware. There we go. Calibration. We're gonna bring the sticks to the center. It's probably hard for you guys to read that, but it basically says set the midpoint. I've got the sticks in the center. And then we're gonna go through, okay, move them. So I'm just gonna move up and down and up and down and up and down, sideways. And then we're gonna go to the extremes all the way to the corners. Make sure that we get all of the corners. We'll do one at a time. Alright, so that's it with getting the gimbals on. I think now all we need to do is just do a quick little hover test and see how things are hovering. See how things are doing. Alright, here we are. Let's see how she hovers.
Armed. Disarmed.
Yeah, that seems to work. Perfect. New gimbals. AG01.